boomerang. Hang on, let me turn down the stream. There. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Updated.
That's the first time I've seen it. The new one finished.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. Oh, goodness gracious. Hey, y'all.
We are back, baby.
We're back. Oh, my God. What a fucking nightmare trying to figure out Streamlabs. I never could figure it out. I got stuff downloaded. I did everything that I couldn't figure out how to do an actual stream. So,
yeah. I mean, that's just that one little bit. But it's not like they make it easy, y'all. They don't. We're in there and we're both looking and we're like, where the hell?
I even watched a YouTube video on how to do it and still couldn't figure it out. And I'm not technologically dumb.
No.
I could figure shit out.
Yeah. I mean, if it was me doing it, Arlene would be like, all right, Arwen, move out of the way and let me look at it. And then she would figure it out. But it's Arlena who can't do it. And I'm like, I am no help at all.
None. Yeah.
That's usually how it is. Do it. I can't do it. I know it. She's like, don't even try. She's like, don't even look at all that shit. Just don't, because it gets confusing. And because I'm like, well, we got this here. And we got this here. She's like, don't even.
Oh my God.
There's too much shit.
It's so good to be back.
It is good to be back.
Let's say hi to everyone.
All right.
Over on Rumbles, we have Scott Westbrook. And that is there because he actually became a member of the channel.
Yay!
Thank you, Scott.
Thank you, Scott.
And secondly, my darling Jester, he also became a member.
Hey,
yay!
Jester. Yay!
And look, there's Arwen.
There's me.
And there's my darling again. And Adega! Yay!
Adega! We breathe. Good to see you.
Spawn! Hi, Spawn.
What's going on, Spawn?
Apparently pushing back my D&D session for this. Thank you. And sorry that we're so late.
Yeah, we just, it is what it is.
Yeah.
We will try every week to be on at 6, but
square pegging around. Oh, squirrel! And that's all we have here right now, y'all. Sorry.
This whole day has been damn confusing. There's snow everywhere on places that there shouldn't really be snow. You got people dealing with that. You have, us trying to get some semblance of Streamlabs. It's just stuff's going on.
Yeah.
The energy is very interesting today.
It is.
So, Arlena, what the hell have you been up to all this time?
Oh,
Chester.
Oh, look. She's everywhere. He's everywhere.
Nice.
Oh my God. Work, and more work. And you're talking about snow. Our snow starts in about an hour and we're supposed to get quite a bit. And my boss has already told us, I'll send y'all a text tomorrow morning if we're working or not.
All right. How many inches?
We're supposed to get anywhere from 3 to 5.
I don't know about us. I didn't never really check, but I know we've got maybe not quite half an inch, maybe an inch.
Yes,
it is. It is. It's really pretty.
Oh my God, memes!
Hey, memes!
Hey, memes! Oh, it's so good to see
you. We're getting snow memes, but of course, memes is what? You're from Boston or at least Massachusetts? Y'all, do they get more snow than us? I mean, that's up north.
Yeah, they're up north.
Oh, yeah. So what we have going on is probably just like a good frost for y'all, but for us, we're like, woo, snow, half an inch of snow.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, really? Oh gosh. Everybody Everybody's on the wrong one.
Oh, I'll put a message in there though. But okay, well, since it's still up.
Yeah, I couldn't stop it. I couldn't figure again, Streamlabs, I couldn't figure it out.
We are so sorry, y'all.
I'm sorry.
It's y'all, it's just been look, Arlene and I were like, okay, come hell or high water, 2025, we're streaming. Because it's been what, about 6 months? Since we really last streamed to Sugar and Spice?
It's been longer than that.
Longer than that. So we're like, she's had shit going on in her life. I've had shit going on in my life. It's just, and we had always said to each other, look, if one or the other, it just cannot stream or is not up to streaming, then no big deal. We'll fall back and regroup. It's not a problem. No pressure, no hassle. Well, we just got to a point where it's like, should we just table this for the rest of the year? Because there's so much going on in our lives right now. We couldn't even sit down to focus to stream. But we're back.
We're back.
We found our focus.
What? Spud says, want to pronounce it Linux.
Linux. Well, yeah, it's actually Linux, but I always thought it was just Linux.
I knew it was Linux, but because Arwen was so excited and she said Linux, I just went along with it.
And Linu, I am so sorry because I know there are other people who see you in chat. They're like, hey, Linu, what's going on? And they don't even think about it. And I just sit back and chuckle. But I hope I haven't brought you any pain is my point.
Yeah, I hope not.
I apologize profusely for that. It was,
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, yeah.
It's so much more fun to say.
Well, it is. And I can't stop thinking about Bimbette from Beauty and the Beast. The feather duster who just sashays out in her little French maid uniform. She's always been one of my favorite characters ever. So I just see her going, woo, les nous, sacre bleu, les nous.
I always liked, what's the candelabra's name?
Lumiere,
yes, Lumiere. And then when, what the hell's, my God, my mind just went fucking blank.
Squirrel.
Yeah.
Arlena goes squirrel, y'all.
Oh my God, who plays Lumiere in the live action?
Oh God, in the live
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah, okay. I can't even think of
Y'all
his
help
name.
me out. I'm like blanking.
It's right there. It's right there. I know Jerry Orbach was the original Lumiere. Hayden Chris. No, my God, not
that
Hayden
was Anakin.
That's Anakin. Ethan something.
No,
what's his name?
It's not Ethan.
Oh my God,
Ewan McGregor.
Thank you, Ewan. All right, Ethan, Ewan. They're in the same ballpark.
Ewan McGregor. That's the only reason he's my favorite character is because I just love Ewan McGregor.
He did so good in that. He really did do good in that.
I like him in anything that he does.
Yeah.
I guess you would say I got a little crush, and it's probably the accent.
No doubt. And you do love the character Kenobi. And he did a great job with the mannerisms. And
he did.
I could buy that he grew old to become, Alec Guinness.
Yeah, I can too. Yeah, absolutely.
It made sense.
Yeah. So, Arwen, what have you been up to?
Well, I'm gonna go into detail a little bit more about this when I stream, but basically I've been getting my shit together. Honest to God.
Yeah.
I've been trying to piece back some of the destruction left in my home from the great cat rescue of 2024, which I'm not going to go into too much detail either way, but there was a lot. Those that know.
Yeah.
And just trying to kind of focus on me this year and getting just moving ahead in my life, not just kind of standing still, waiting for shit to happen.
Listening to Arlena when she gives advice.
Yeah, that's That's not wrong. That's not wrong. Not at all. Listen to Arlena. It was my number one resolution on the top of my 2025 list. Do whatever the hell it is that she says. Do not question it. Nope, I said don't question it. Just go with it.
Oh my God. Yeah. Okay, so.
Oh, and I want to say one thing about the Beauty and the Beast Disney live action since we were talking, because I actually saw it in the theater by myself. I wanted that experience. I didn't want anyone else around me. I just wanted me, my popcorn, my Diet Coke. And, well, at the time I wasn't drinking Diet Coke, regular Coke, and just the screen. And there was like 3 other people in the theater, and they were all together, and they sat up at the back. So I got to sit wherever the hell I wanted. Love that movie. But Emma Watson was shit cast as Belle. She should have been anywhere near that damn film at all. She was horrible. Can't sing, can't dance. Was doing a horrible acting job in it. She wasn't doing her normal. She's a decent actress. Terrible.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted to say about it.
Yeah, I didn't really like her as Belle. She didn't really fit the role to me.
And why in the hell did they put her in boots instead of ballet flats? Can you riddle me that? She walks like a ballerina. She was supposed to be graceful. And in the original film, she is wearing ballet flats, or at least, that type of shoe.
Hey, yeah, the dress they gave her, knockoff.
She was not Belle. Shit, I would have made a better Belle, and I am not Belle. She was horrible. Jester, it is true. I've learned that the hard way. Listen to Arlena.
Well, let's just say with the advice that I've given Arwen, had she actually listened to it a year ago, she would be in a much better place right now.
I would. I would. And things, I'll just say on some things, thank God they worked out the way they did, or I don't know what I would be doing right now. I don't know where I'd be right now with it. It was that bad.
Yeah.
But, I brought that shit on myself. So I have to I've got to square with that is my point. And that's difficult.
We all are stupid sometimes, make stupid choices. And
yeah.
But I tell you one thing that wasn't stupid. Yesterday, the inauguration.
Y'all.
It was fucking awesome.
Y'all. First of all, I was lit up like a Roman freaking candle the night before when the original OG Village People actually performed their iconic freaking song at the pre-party.
Yeah.
I was over the moon. And I told Spawn, I said, do you realize the significance of this? And Spawn was like, what? And I said, well, number one, the band, it's the OG band. Come on.
Oh, yeah.
I said, and number two, the Village People are some of the biggest gay icons because they were gay when it wasn't cool to be gay. And nobody cared. And they're up there performing this song at Trump's pre-party. I said, I was floating.
Oh, yeah.
But yes.
Well, real quick, over on the Rumble side of the house, Scott Westbrook has gifted 1 subscription to Arwenia, and it was given to Spawn.
Yay! Oh, congratulations, Spawn.
Thank you, Scott, and welcome to the Arwenian Empire. And as soon as I get some stuff done, we're going to have thank yous and member stuffs and all that
emojis.
Kind of
we're going to have emojis for Rumble.
Yeah.
Yee.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, the I can't say that word. Inauguration,
yes.
I have never heard Trump so succinct because he has a tendency to waffle. He's amazing speaker, but he just does sometimes have a tendency to take a subject and go on and on and on because he's talking to people, and it's like he's talking casually, not like he's giving speeches. But he was succinct. He was to the point. He was patriotic. He was telling all y'all that he did not come this time to play. He came to work. Amazing.
Yep. But I mean, to be honest,
thank you, Spawn.
This is his last 4 years. He can't run after this. So
Yeah.
he's gonna, and he knows that he was elected with a mandate because people were sick of shit.
Sick
So
of it.
they elected him, and he knew what he had to do when he got elected.
Yeah.
So
Go
he's
big or
gonna
go
fucking do it.
home. But
Hell,
I noticed something, and I have to talk about this. His tie, y'all. His tie to me says one of two things, if not both. I think it's both personally. His tie was this beautiful, rich, royally purple. Well, we know traditionally red is Republican, blue is Democrat. You mix it, purple. A lot of
uh-huh.
people who kind of bridge or go in both, they consider them their color purple. So, okay, let's come together and heal as a country. And also, I think it was a big middle finger for that big God Emperor statue or that thing they had in the float in Italy where they were all making fun of him. That's kind of where the God Emperor came from. I think he said, yeah, bitches, I did it. I did it twice against
Yep.
all odds. I even survived an assassination and another possible attempted one. And guess what? I am God Emperor Trump, and I am here to do a job. I think he was both trolling and healing everyone all at the same time. I could not get over that
Oh
tie.
yeah.
The beautiful
Oh yeah.
shimmery purpley tie.
I'm just beside myself excited. I cannot wait to see what the end of these 4 years has accomplished,
Yeah,
because I'm sorry for anyone out there that's not American, but fuck yeah, America's back, baby. We are the best in the world. I don't care what anybody says. I've been to other countries.
agreed.
America is the best country in the world. Nobody would ever be able to change my mind.
I am very proud to be American, and it has broken my heart to see how our name has just been dragged through the mud because of the antics of our own government and the endless vilification and persecution of Trump.
Oh yeah.
Call it what you will, but that's what it was. Endless from them, the media, people. It is just been, people are bitching. Well, Melania wasn't smiling. Melania was, you know why she wasn't smiling? Because that woman is not going to get one freaking night's sleep for the next 4 years because she's going to be terrified somebody around the corner is going to try and off her husband. I
Well,
wouldn't be smiling either.
I don't think she was smiling, and I mean, her
Same.
outfit was absolutely gorgeous,
Stunning.
but I think it was sending a message like mafia style bitches.
I agree. Yeah, that too. She is hardened herself and she is like, look, he is back. I am the first lady. He's got a job to do. I'm going to stand by him. I'm going to support him. Fun time is over.
Yep.
Fun time. And even what is Vance's wife, Mrs. Vance? Her name? I can't remember her first name, but
Usla or Usa, something like.
she looked beautiful. She was
Yes,
just
she did.
shining from head to toe. Looking at him
Yeah.
and just beaming. I'm like, these are two classy ladies right now up here. So I was thrilled.
uh, hey, I don't care. Let them talk shit. Let them. Let them.
but, but when they got it back,
Well, not only that, but guess what? Guess what? When any of those countries are in trouble, where's the first place they're going to turn?
yeah. And that is not a brag. That is just what history has shown.
Yeah.
And of course, you're going to turn to a superpower if you're having problems. It would be stupid to turn to a country that's having as much or more problems than you for help. So
Yeah.
it's common sense.
Yep.
It's so it's like back when England ruled Britannia and they ruled the waves. They were a major threat, but people saw them as a threat, but they also had to find some respect for them.
Yeah.
So who are you going to turn to? Anyway,
Yeah.
but I loved it. I thought it was magnificent.
Yeah.
Um, I thought everyone was professional. I wanted to just,
I
it was great. It was
I
great.
don't know, but to me, the best part of his speech after he swore in was he said hello to all the former presidents
Mm-hmm.
and vice president, and he said, something about the next 4 years is going to be the golden era of America or something like
the
whatever he
golden
said.
age of America.
I
Yes.
was like, boy, if that wasn't a slap in the face to every single person that you just said.
Everyone there.
I was so dead. I loved it. I was like, oh my God. And then he just kept going on and on. I'm like, oh my God, this speech is great. Oh my God.
And I'll be honest, Trump did not arrive for me until last night. I did not vote for him in the first election because, I mean, not for any great hatred of him. Like, I was not going to vote for Hillary Clinton. There was no way in a million years I was going to vote for her. Fuck no, that. But Trump, I'm like, I don't really know that much about him. So his policies seem good, but how is this going to work? I don't know. I'm going to vote third party, which I did. Second time around, I voted for Trump, even though I thought, okay, the man needs to lose the password to his Twitter. He's kind of buffoonish, but he seems like he's got a rapport with the working class. And that's important. You can't be a wealthy man and be very cut off from the working class. And you're just not going to know what the people want.
Yeah.
So I did vote for him. When he, the second time around, of course, he quote unquote lost. This time around, watching the inauguration, I thought, that is my president. That is President Trump right here. This is a president that I could be like, yeah, I feel good about this. He arrived for me. So
yeah, I think I was the first time. It was no fucking way I was voting for Hillary. Fuck that bitch. And if y'all find out that I'm dead tomorrow because I called Hillary Clinton a bitch, you'll know what happened.
We will. We will.
I was Clinton.
But you'll be in a position to put up a fight. So
yeah. I didn't vote for Trump because I didn't know how a businessman could convert into politics.
Yeah.
I just didn't see it. I just didn't see it. But so I actually wrote in Darth Vader.
I wish I had.
So because I knew a third party candidate wasn't going to win. And I'm like, I don't know anything about the third party candidate. So I'm going to make my vote for somebody that I know something about.
I think I voted Johnson because I think at the time he was talking about trying to legalize weed and conservation. And I'm all for legalizing weed and I'm all for conservation. Proper conservation and taking care of, utilizing the resources the earth has given us, but being respectful with them and not just mowing through rainforests because they're there, but treating it properly, proper caregiver of the earth.
Yeah.
So I voted for him and I voted my conscience and what people don't understand is that growing up, we saw Trump as a celebrity because that's what the public and the news made him. He was famous. He was in music videos. Oprah was, are you going to run for president, Mr. Trump?
Until everybody fucking loved Trump until he announced he was running for president as a Republican.
So I'm like, okay, Ronald Reagan was an actor. He was technically a celebrity, but I knew more that he had been more involved in politics than I thought.
Well, Trump he was the governor of California.
Right. So it's like, I don't know how this is going to go, but now I know the man means business. And I'm here for the ride.
Yeah. Trump was in Home Alone too.
Yes. He was an icon, a pop culture icon. No matter how people try and spin it, that he's always been an ist and an obe, and it's like, well, he's the worst one that ever was. Oh my God, Spot!
What if he ran? Oh, they would have loved him, memes.
As long as Hillary wasn't running, yeah, they probably would have.
Yeah, I'm sure they absolutely would have loved him.
But he ran as a Republican, and that was a wild card, and they don't know what to do with wild cards. So
but
they made him an enemy.
He always said, if you look at his past interviews, he's always said, if I run, I would run as a Republican.
Even though, isn't he like classic liberal? Or was at one point a classic liberal?
Yeah, at one point he was.
And that lined up more with Republican than this nonsense of today.
Just like if you look at history and you look at someone like a JFK, if he was around today, he would not be a Democrat. He would have been considered a Republican.
That's trippy. Really? The Rock? Really?
Oh, I'm not surprised. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Him and Matthew McConaughey have both said they want to get into politics.
I guess I could definitely
there's
see
more money in that means.
Yeah, probably so. And I loved him in Moana. Oh my God, I just loved him as Maui. And I loved him in Get Smart with what's his face? Oh my God.
I don't know.
Steve Carell and Anne Hathaway. I thought that movie was so cute.
I don't think I watched it.
It's really cute. It's just a cute popcorn movie. You know, when you watch it, you have a smile on your face. You've had some popcorn. You're good to go. That kind of movie.
No, but I mean, I was just beside myself. I think I was smiling all day yesterday.
I do want to address something in one of the executive orders that he signed because it's kind of multi-layered. Yeah. Okay. He has put into effect that the United States of America officially recognizes two genders, male and female.
Yeah.
With male being, a man being adult human male and a female being adult human female. Okay, we got it. And there's been a lot of noise and chatter around that. A lot of people who do not identify as male or female are, saying, well, he's saying we don't exist anymore, yada, yada, yada. That's not what he's saying.
He's not saying you don't exist. He's saying you were born with a vagina or you were born with a penis.
He's also saying that anyone can identify however they want as far as self-expression. And Spawn and I were talking about this. Because she said one time, it was like, a lot of people use these different genders, not because they actually believe they're flower or frog or whatever the fuck is coming down the pipeline. And I'm sorry, there's some shit that's ridiculous.
There's some weird shit.
Whatever. It's just they're using that as a form of self-expression. So gender expression used to mean self-expression, what we called self-expression. They could still do that. Anybody can identify with however they want, dress however they want. That is fine. What they cannot do now, though, is sue somebody and get something put into line as hate speech if they are misgendered. That is one of the things that this does. You could still identify however you want, live your life as it should be. You just can't go around saying, well, biologically, I'm a Z-zer. No, you're not. That flies in the face of biology. It's fine if you want to think it, but don't expect everyone and their mother to think it too. It's unreasonable.
Not only that, but you also got to realize it is imperative that you put down what you were born as. And the reason for that is men and women have different medical issues at any point in their life.
Mm-hmm.
And unless you've gone through the surgery, which you're going to have a whole lot of fucking issues from that shit anyway.
Right.
You can pretend to be a woman all day long, but guess what? You're not going to get fucking uterine cancer. You're going to get testicular cancer or some other shit.
It's just the way the biology works.
Yeah.
And that is what because I remember when a lot of this stuff came out, people were told by activists at the time, of course, we're not saying we're biological men and women. We're trans men and women. We just want to live equally. It's like when homosexuality really started becoming mainstream. We just want to live life like everyone else. This is just okay, no problem. That was the fear. Now you're being told, no, I'm going to change my birth certificate. I'm going to get my sex markers changed. I'm going to be completely legally and medically and biologically male or female. And we know that is not how it works.
No.
So it's just to clear that noise. Yeah.
Even if you get hormone replacement therapy, it still will cause issues that wouldn't have normally been there. You know, when you have breast cancer, what do? They give you more testosterone to try to counteract the estrogen that is causing a lot of that cancer.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, if you are a woman, you can't. I don't. It's just that shit confuses the fuck out of me anyway. Yeah. But the bottom line is, men and women have different medical issues that need to be dealt with as men and women.
And you have to do that honestly, or you're not going to get the proper medical care you need. You have to be honest about it. And that's why doctors need to stay honest as well, because they're not going to give their patients I'm sorry, but a trans woman going into a gynecologist appointment, unless, you know, they've worked that out with post-op surgery, they just go in as intact. What the hell is the gynecologist supposed to look at? And why are you there?
Exactly. You're taking an appointment for an actual woman.
It's just common sense has gone out the window. And Memes brings up a good point. He says, as a longtime furry, a litter box is not required in a school. Thank you, Memes.
Right?
Exactly. People can coexist believing they're whoever they are.
Yeah.
But there is a realistic line that can't be crossed, because then once you cross it, no conversation can be had, because everybody's coming from different vantage points, and that just muddies the sauce.
Yep.
And Spawn says you could really tell who the activists and fakers are, because they are the loudest trying to ruin it for the rest of us. Yeah. And I just want to exist, dog like damn. There you go.
Yep.
It really is letting people live and let live. But when we get to the point where the president of the United States actually has to say the official position of the U.S. is that there are two genders, male and female, that's insanity that we've even gotten that far.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
It is.
Yeah, it means I was going to say, I thought you were scaly. But I was like, I am not going to misanimal him, right? If he says he's a furry, he's a furry. Scaly memes. That's right. The blue-eyed white dragon. I remember. Anyway, for that, I was very happy, because even though it is going to upset some people, they're going to be upset no matter what. They're the kinds that go in a restaurant, film themselves, and poke, and almost demand to be misgendered so they could scream about it on Twitter and now again TikTok or whatever. Those kinds will never be happy. People with that mindset will never be happy. But the sane people of any community, LGBT or otherwise, are like, yes, finally, some common freaking sense.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be a transsexual if I was born in the body that I feel my brain identifies with. What's the whole point of my journey if just anybody could say whatever?
Well, it goes back to, you know, I've told you about my cousin.
Mm-hmm.
It goes back to that. Can we not just go back to before any of this shit takes place? It is mandatory that you go through 2 to 3 years of mental health evaluations and blood work to make sure that there's no other issues, because 9 times out of 10, there are underlying issues. And this is just a way for that person to escape it or not think about what those issues are.
Right.
My cousin went through that shit for almost 3 years before they finally approved her, because they got the blood work back showing that she was actually born with both, and never knew it, because as an infant, as a newborn, they cut off her penis so she would only be a girl. And all this time she thought there was something wrong with her and always felt more like a boy than a girl.
Yeah.
Well, that was because she probably was a boy and not a girl. When those hormones came in, it was the testosterone that came in more than the estrogen. And um, when they took her blood work, she went through all these years of mental health therapy with therapists and stuff. And the blood work came back, and the doctor said, in all my years of practicing, I've never seen someone come back perfectly 50-50. She was perfect 50% testosterone, 50% estrogen. And then found out that she still had a testicle that was inside that had never descended and was never taken out, which was a lot of reason for a lot of pain that she had.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So, let's just go back to before we do any of this bullshit. Let's start with mental health. Because when you start with that, a lot of times you can work through and see where the issues actually lie.
I was going to say, didn't you say once she found out what was actually biologically going on with her that she chose not to go through?
Yeah.
With any kind of it made sense to her. She was like, yes, okay, I get it now.
Yeah. No longer
what a relief that must have been for her.
Yeah. No longer did she feel like there's something wrong with me. I'm an outcast. I don't know, whatever. But as soon as she found out, and it was an accident that she found out, because my dad's sister, I don't call her my aunt because I have no relationship with her, but my dad's sister, who had known her mom and dad, because we're cousins, so they all grew up together and everything. They actually had told her when my cousin was born. And that, she was around when that decision was made to do all that. And my dad's sister was just like, I thought you knew. I never in a million years thought that all of them would go to their deathbeds with this. Because at that point, everyone that knew, aside from my dad's sister, was dead and gone.
That is just trippy. That it was just kind of an off chance that she found out.
Yeah. And it had it not been for that, she would have went through the rest of her life thinking that there was really something wrong, and there wasn't.
Or sex reassignment surgery.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, and it's horrible. I mean, and I think what's happening now is a lot of people are also seeing the video of the nonverbal woman who cannot take care of herself, that just went through sex change there. You just got a double mastectomy.
Oh, yeah.
That's ridiculous. This person is non-verbal.
The lady in the wheelchair
Obviously has no
19-year-old
capacity to make that sort of decision. So somebody else made that decision for her.
I saw that and I couldn't believe it.
Wrong. It's so wrong.
I'm like, damn, even our infirm are not safe.
No.
Hey, Beav.
Hey, Beaver. I know, they're absolutely not. It's crazy. It's crazy. And I don't understand why more people are not outraged at that.
I think people at this point are numb. I think we're so shell-shocked at some of the shit that people come out and say, yeah, this is okay, and you're an Ist or an Ob if you don't agree with this. I'm just like, oh my God. And I feel like one of these old people who's like, well, back in my day, or oh my God. Well, now I know why the hell old people say that. Because they are just like, damn, on some of the things that they see.
Yeah.
So am I. I'm like, never in a freaking million years when we were kids would this shit fly. You would have teachers, you would have other parents, you would have, leadership in communities coming out saying, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Now it's just like, it's choice.
But how can you have a choice when that child is obviously not a child? I don't mean like they were an adult, but
they are not capable of taking care of themselves on their own. Yeah,
exactly. No mental capacity. It was like looking at give me a second. I can't think of his damn. I'm so bad with names tonight.
So am I.
Tron.
Uh-huh.
God rest his soul. He's no longer with us, but it was that same type of disability when I just looked at it on the surface. It could have been something different, but
yeah,
that's what it appeared to be. And
how could
that person possibly make a life-changing decision like that? Just like a child. How can a child who, you're not going to let them go out and get a fucking tattoo. You're not going to let them go out and get birth control.
Well,
what the fuck?
Parents,
why are you going to let them change their fucking, get them puberty blockers and all this shit to change who they are?
Right.
And not knowing A, the lasting effects, and B, them having no concept of how it's going to affect the rest of their lives. Right. And I'm sorry, 42% suicide rate pre-op, 41% post-op. There's no difference.
Oh, yeah, yes, Beaver. Tron did pass. He passed last year.
Yeah, he passed a while ago. Yeah. God rest his soul. I'll never forget going to that God.
Arlena called and was telling me all about Tron.
Oh,
he was one of the ones she talked about. She's
he
like,
he's got the
best smile. She's like, best smile. He gives the best hugs.
Yeah.
Gives the best hugs.
He is certainly missed. That's for sure.
Well, what about this other executive order? Coming for the illegal criminals. Yes.
Do it.
And that's what he pretty much said he was going to do. Was going to come for little abuela that's been here for 70 years just working in a kitchen somewhere. No, he's coming for the freaking gangs that took over a damn apartment building in Aurora, Colorado.
Exactly.
Get them out.
It's like the
it's just
the one guy said who's going to be the border czar. The lady asked him, "Are you going to separate families? Is that your intention, to separate families?" He said, "Families can be deported together." I'm like, boom.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yes. Absolutely. And we've seen the videos, not like the AOC pictures where she goes down there boo-hooing in white in front of an empty parking lot. No, actual video of agents that are at the border of freaking 2- and 3-year-olds wandering up to the border by themselves because they were abandoned. Yeah. What the hell? This stuff is happening. The criminals, get them out. If you're a criminal, you've committed any crime on U.S. soil and you're here illegally, bye-bye. And I'm talking about the violent criminals. I'm not talking about a will.
To me, it doesn't matter. As soon as you crossed that border and didn't sign the book, you've broken the law. Bye.
I agree. But I'm saying start with the violent ones first.
Oh, that's exactly what he's doing.
Yeah.
The ones that are in prison.
He said that. So everyone's like, oh, well, kiss grandma and grandpa goodbye. It's like, just calm your titties. He has said over and over, and he has reiterated that today, that no, he is going for the violent ones first.
Yep.
And, it hits home to a lot of us. We all have had, particularly women, murdered in states that we're from.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that one illegal that murdered that girl at UGA, minding her own business, going for a jog.
Yeah.
Murdered her, fled up to New York. I think he got hauled in for a traffic violation or something kind of innocuous. They found out who he was, found out he was illegal, let his ass go before ICE could get wind of it and come down there and pick him up.
Yep.
And then I forget what else he got caught for. But yeah, he was the one who murdered the UGA girl. I think he murdered some other women.
I'm sure.
You know, taking over homes, taking over apartment. I just, what more do you need to know? We don't need that violence here. These are 100% preventable crimes. They do not need to be here. Anyway, go Trump. That's all I'm saying. Go on those two things.
Yeah. I think the next 4 years are going to be outstanding, and I can't wait for my paychecks to start reflecting it.
God, something has to give. I'm living week to week just to buy freaking groceries.
Yeah.
And I'm only buying them for 3 people. 2 meals for me, 2 meals of cat food and cat litter could cost me close to $100. And I'm talking like buying milk, buying, cheese.
Yeah.
Buying, seasonings. If you want to make a proper meal, I mean, I probably could have bought, a whole bunch of rice-a-ronies, but I want to try and eat somewhat good.
Treat.
Yeah, meats. No meat in my grocery is under $5 a pound, or however the hell they do it. Yeah, I think it's like $5 a pound.
Good Lord.
So eggs aren't that bad. I mean, it's Georgia. I guess we got a lot of chickens. Just chickens. We got Dave Bob and his harem still roaming around out here. That's 1 rooster and at least 4 hens.
Hey, too bad you can find out where those hens roost and you can go get some damn eggs.
Right? Oh, okay, Beaver. And this is actually Dave Bob 3. Dave Bob 1, the big black and white one, he got hit by a car. Dave Bob 1. Dave Bob 2, a really pretty plumed one, kind of a russet cock, if you will, with the plumed, he was the number 2, but I haven't seen him around in a long time. This one looks kind of like him, but he's a little bigger. But those 4 hens circulate. I see those 4 hens. It doesn't matter what rooster they're with him. So this is Dave 3. Oh, okay, it's on Twitter. Let me check.
Yeah.
The Don Doctor. Let me share this. This is good. All right, share screen. Here we go. Vision for Hemisphere. Our land, 51st state, Gulf of America, MAGA Canal.
The MAGA Canal.
All right, let me ask you, what is up with this changing Gulf of Mexico to Gulf of America? I don't know how I feel about that, but I don't think I have all the information.
You know what? I don't know. And personally, I don't really care.
But it's been Gulf of Mexico for so long.
I love Gulf of America.
So, I mean, it does have a nice ring to it, but isn't it a little too grabby? I don't know.
No, fuck that shit. I'm going to tell you why. Okay, these are my points. First of all, you have North America and South America.
And thank you, Beaver, for sending that to us.
So,
North America,
South America. It kind of makes sense, the Gulf of America, because North and South America. But
I mean, that's true. That's a good point.
Yeah, that's point number 1. Point number 2 is fuck everybody else. America is the best country in the world. We are far superior to Mexico. And if they got something to say about it, come at us.
Okay, wait. Now, every nation has their own rich and unique culture.
I
don't want to be dogging Mexico.
Give a fuck.
I like
They can have their own unique cultures all they want to.
I'm just saying.
Guess what? We are the melting pot of the world. Everybody wants to come be a fucking American. So, fuck Mexico.
But
It's the
wait,
Gulf
though.
of America, bitches.
Wait. Do they really deserve to be stripped of their golf? I just
I
don't
don't give a
know.
shit.
I
I don't give a shit. Gulf of America. That's all I'm saying.
All right, y'all. So we got one Gulf of America. Arlena's like, hell yeah. I'm like, I don't know. But Gulf of Mexico, I don't know. Although I will say now, but Mexico is not technically part of South America. So
Mexico is part of North America.
It's part. Well, all right, then that alone would make sense to me as a proposal. Look, why don't we just? I know, Jester. I know, and I agree. Not not all things are equal. I understand that as far as progress and living and shit like that. But that makes sense to me. All right, you've got the two Americas right there. You've got the Gulf. Well, Trump did actually say, didn't he, that it's becoming Gulf of America, bitches. I mean, it's pretty much a done thing, I guess. But he wants it to be a done thing. But for that reason alone, since there is the Americas, okay, that makes sense to me. But just snatch it from Mexico as a middle finger.
It doesn't belong to Mexico.
Does it belong to us?
It belongs to us because we say so.
Well, what if Mexico says so? Then you've got to
fuck Mexico. What are they going to do? Fight us for it?
I'm trying to be fair and very, Librian about this.
Yeah. Come on, Mexico, fight us for it.
I mean, Arlena's saying, "Bring it on, Mexico," and I'm like, "No, wait, lady, wait.
Come on, Mexico, fight us for it, because you know what's going to happen? Mexico will be the 51st state before Canada.
I mean, to be fair, a lot of people feel the way you do. They are sick of the bullshit. They don't care anymore. They're like, okay, if we change the Gulf from Mexico to Gulf of America, that is the least of our worries. We don't care. Go for it. Do what you want. But I'm more like, no, wait, slow the roll a little.
No, fuck
Let's
it.
not get ahead of
America.
I mean, we've already got Canadians. Some of them hating us because they actually think Trump's going to come in and blow his horn and boop, magically Canada's going to be the 51st.
See, what a lot of people fail to realize is he
I want to piss Mexico off too.
Honest to God, a lot of the shit that he's doing, he's trolling. Of
course he is.
And see what he can get away with. Just to see the reaction.
Of course he is. We spot it right away.
It gives him negotiation power. Now, as far as the Gulf of America goes, there's nothing really to negotiate there. Just fucking change the name. Good to go. I'm on board.
But who officially changes it though?
I don't know.
Like is it to officially change?
Who cares? We'll just start calling it the Gulf of America. We'll make globes here in the United States and send them around the world. And instead of putting Gulf of Mexico on the globe, we'll put Gulf of America.
So then in American textbooks, it's going to say Gulf of America. In Mexican textbooks, it's going to say Gulf of Mexico. And then all over the world, you see, there has to be a meaning.
I don't care.
We
are superior. We are superior. America is a superior country. All we got to do is print maps. We say it, there it is.
Beef says Arwen must not like change. I have no problem with change, particularly when it involves other people, if everybody is on board to achieve the same thing and it makes sense. I don't like just willy-nilly change for the sake of it, because everybody's got to be on board.
Yeah.
No, how am I, Jester? All right. So Trump says it's now the United States. The Gulf of America. Somebody has to officially, just like, there is a standard, like there's a standard for measurement, locked up that this is an inch universally. Somebody has to be in charge of naming these things. And if we start calling it Gulf of America, it doesn't mean the world is, I don't know. But maybe I am overthinking. I do tend to do that.
Okay, real quick.
Overthink.
Over on Rumble, Scott has given us a $2 Rumble rant. Thank you, Scott.
Thank you, Scott.
And it says, so when Arwenia becomes a reality, what will the Hudson Bay be renamed to?
Oh, ooh. Can we name it Headless Horseman Bay? Can we name it Headless Horseman Bay?
I don't know, Arwen. Is that fair to the Headless Horseman? Is that fair to Hudson? Shouldn't Hudson have a say in it?
Oh, wait. We're not going to own America, too. We don't have a say. If it was water that belonged to Canada.
Facetious. I'm being facetious, Arwen.
Whoever owns the land should have a right to name it what they want. So who owns the Gulf is my question. Is it Mexico or is it the United States? If we own it, yeah, we can name it whatever the fuck we want.
Oh, and hello, Bone. It's good to see you.
Hey, Bone. Hey. Do y'all know what I'm saying? You can't just go around renaming shit and not expect people to have an issue with it. If it's not your name.
I believe that in all honesty, I believe, and someone in chat that may know better than me can correct me, but I believe that the Gulf of Mexico is part of it does belong to us, and part of it belongs to Mexico, and then other parts are international waters.
All right, so what's smaller than a gulf? What body of water is smaller than a gulf that's not landlocked? Would it be a sea or a sea? A bay? Okay, Bay of America, Bay of Mexico. There you go.
But it's not a bay.
Well, then they'll have someone have to come up with the word. All right, then Gulf of America, which is on our side, and Gulf of Mexico on their side. And then who owns the water in the middle?
America, because it's the Gulf of America, bitches. Anyway, yes, Arwen, you are overthinking this way too much. I know,
Meebs. I'm not. I'm just trying to do what's right and proper. That's all. That's all. A bay. Okay, a bay. There you go.
But this thing with Greenland, I'm on board with that too. You know, and apparently the people in Greenland don't want to be Americans necessarily. They just want to be able to make their own decisions about shit. Basically, they want to be like fucking Puerto Rico.
I was going to say,
where like America protects them. They have representation in Congress, but they run their own shit. And I'd be fine with that. Right now, they fall under the Dutch, and the Dutch want to control everything, and the Dutch are way further away than we are. So fuck the Dutch. They don't want to give us Greenland. Hey, you know what? We'll pay for it. You don't want to give it to us? You know what? Fuck you. Let's fight. Guess what? Your ass ain't gonna win either.
Arlena's just ready to fight with anyone right now. She is like, hey, Switzerland? I see you over there not exactly being neutral. Bring it at me. Oh, I see you, Norway. You giving me the side eye. Come on, bring it. Oh, et tu, Rome? I see you. Come on. You are just ready to throw down with the fucking Acropolis.
Right? I mean, you know, honest to God, we maybe not right this second because, you know, we're coming off of lame ass presidency, but
I know I was feeling bad for him.
You know, yesterday. Very shortly we're gonna be the strongest nation in the world again.
Yeah, Trump was giving us some Ronald Reagan vibes, not necessarily by what he was saying, but by his demeanor. I mean, Reagan was just a stalwart president. He just exuded strength. Love him or hate him, people were terrified he was going to, you know, launch us into a nuclear war because people didn't mess with him. You know, but I saw that strength in
Trump. I was thinking about this last night. I was like, you know, when I think about the presidents throughout history, ever so many years, there's one that really stands out, and that's the ones that we really remember. So, of course, Washington, Lincoln, Teddy Roosevelt,
right?
Kennedy,
our most famous presidents.
Yeah, I think Trump is going to be up there too. I think
How
Trump is
can
going
he
to
not?
end with that group.
How can he not? Trump is worldwide news. Newspapers everywhere, magazines everywhere in every country. Now all they have to do is slap Trump on a cover and some saucy headline, and people are going to buy it.
You know, I'm just glad to see Time has
So
Time magazine has realized that, oh, you know what? We're losing our audience. We need to veer back this other way. Did you see their latest cover?
Time? No. The
Hold on.
last one I saw was Trump is person of the year. Can we please bring back gendered language? It's okay to say he's man of the year. And if there's a woman that she's woman of the year, that's all right. Those things actually mean something. That's diversity they don't need to get rid of. It makes no sense. Right there, it's
Yeah.
diversity. Man of the year, woman of the year. Their own honors. That's a good thing. But whatever.
Let me see.
Confuses me. I don't understand it. Keep
Give
things
me a
simple.
second. Hold on, I'm looking it up.
All right.
Here it is.
Oh God, though, but if Trump really did acquire Greenland, now would that be for the United States? He wouldn't be buying Greenland personally, would he? And then
No, it
donating
would
it?
be for the U.S.
For
Yes,
the-
it would be for the U.S.
He seems very determined this time around. He really does. I wouldn't be surprised if he did everything he set out to do.
Oh, I'm sure he will, and I think he believes it's because he has a mandate.
And if he really does have the golden age presidency that he is saying he wants, and it becomes a good presidency and it's good for the nation, he really will go down in history as one of our most famous and polarizing presidents.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he's already there with the two-term win, the non-consecutive two-term win. Only one other president's done that.
Yeah, Grover Cleveland was the other one. And Grover Cleveland made the statement, you know, when he didn't win a second term consecutive, his wife told the other first lady, hey, don't change too much. We'll be back in 4 years. And guess what? They were back in 4 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
I found it, but it's
I know, Scott, I can only hope. It's crazy. Where we need to be diverse, we refuse to be because it's not inclusive. What?
What?
The whole gendered language, how they want to get rid of gendered language because it's not inclusive enough and it could be offensive. I'm like, look, you're looking for inclusivity. The very nature of man and woman is it's diverse as far as the differences by its very nature, it is different. You know what I mean? You already have that. If you want that kind of diversity and that inclusivity, you got woman of the year, man of the year, woman this, man that. You're already diversifying. You're representing both genders. That's a great start. But they don't want that. They want to gender neutralize everything. How the hell is that diversified? That's simplifying us all down to a single cell organism.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, memes, Grover Cleveland was the first.
Yeah. So those, and I could just see people. I bet a lot of people know his name because I bet those who were so angry that some of them, not all of them, of course, that were so angry that Trump won, probably thought, well, that's no big deal. So he came back again. Let's see all the other presidents that did that. And they find one.
Yeah.
It's like, you're not going to be able to separate him from the fabric of our history. He's not going to be a footnote. His presidency is not going to be a footnote in our politics.
Nope.
It is loud and proud at this point.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's about that time. We've kind of gone over, and we kind of didn't mean to make this whole thing about the inauguration and shit that happened yesterday, but it kind of turned into that. Sorry, y'all. We weren't our normal crazy selves talking about duct taping your junk and and taints and titties and, all the fun stuff.
We'll be back in full swing next week, same time, same channel.
Yep, same time, same place. Well,
Nice.
actually 6:00 because I got my shit together.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And back to Friday night coming up?
I guess.
Back to Friday night. I will be streaming at noon on Thursday on my channel. So
I
Arwen
thought you were
Afternoon
doing it
Dispatch.
Wednesday. You're doing it Thursday?
I have to do it Thursday. Yes, I have a conflict tomorrow.
And I don't, it's not 11 now, it's 12?
Yes, it's 12. It's a conflict.
So, okay.
Anyway, I wanted to definitely stream this week. I didn't want to not stream, but yeah, it'll be Thursday at noon this week on my channel, and then Loki's in Friday morning. So
yes.
that's it.
And I guess I got back to Friday. I don't know.
All right. Well,
y'all just stay tuned.
That's right.
Either way, we'll be back next week. I hope y'all enjoyed our first stream back in a long time.
It's good to be back. Yay!
Yay! And nice. Oh my gosh, I love how they've made this so easy.
Yeah.
Remember, there are still kind people out there. And if you can't find one, then be one. Bye,
y'all.